Hello friends, my name is Miranda and welcome to my universe. Today we have the 4th annual Book Boyfriend Wars. I am so excited. I look forward to this video every single year and I cannot wait for this year because we are trying something a little different. If you've been around for previous years, then you know that I treat it a lot like just drawing two guys from a cup. They get a prompt and then one of them moves on until we're down to 2 boys and then just one winner. But this year, I split them up into teams. Guys, I'm so excited. There's still going to be just one winner, so only one boy will get my hand in marriage, obviously. But he will also be associated with a specific team, so depending on how you want to take it, the team would win also. We have a total of 18 men stepping up to the plate and competing, and we have 3 teams, so 6 to each team. The team names are as follows: Team Tall, Team Dark, and Team Handsome. What do you know? I will first introduce each of the teams and then I will get into how the games are going to go. First up, we have Team Tall, which is not a physical description in this sense, but instead a reputation. These boys have really strong morals that they always stick to and they fight for. They have a strong sense of duty and responsibility, and everybody who knows them loves them. They're well known and popular for very specific reasons, and they will do anything to protect that reputation. Their strong suit is their courage in the face of their fears, and their weakness is their doubts in themselves. Let's give it up for Bilbo Baggins from The Hobbit, Ron Weasley from Harry Potter, Carstairs from the Infernal Devices, Gray from A Curse So Dark and Lonely, Prince Caspian from the Chronicles of Narnia, and Adrian Everhart from Renegades. Next up, we have Team Dark. And just as you probably think, these are the villains. These boys aren't afraid of anything. They laugh in the face of danger and they will do anything, I literally mean anything, to save the people they love. Watch out for them. They do bite. Their greatest strength is their decisiveness and their brutal honesty, whereas their greatest weakness is their lack of morals. Let's give a cold, welcoming, I don't think they would like a warm welcoming, so let's stick with cold. To the Darkling from Shadow and Bone, Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter, Nikolai from King of Scars, Luka Lowe from Wolf by Wolf, Prince Cardan from A Cruel Prince, and Heathcliff from Wuthering Heights. Yeah! And last but certainly not least, we have Team Handsome. These are the boys who are good looking and they know they're good looking. They are very aware of the hold that they have on people simply by looking at them. Though they might act shallow at times, there's actually a lot under that very beautiful surface of theirs. Their greatest strength and their greatest weakness is their confidence, because though they might be able to control a lot of people, they also tend to overshoot and think that they can get a lot more done than they really can. Let's all welcome Will Herondale from the Infernal Devices, Thorne from the Lunar Chronicles, Zoro, I think you're lost, buddy, Kaz Brekker from 6 of Crows, Hunt from Crescent City, and Kili from The Hobbit. Yeah! If at any point during the games you want to see a full comprehensive list of the boys, what book they're from, and what team they are on, you can go down below in the description. Now let's get into how the games will work. We have 4 rounds total that will slowly bring the number down until there is one winner. We're starting out with 18 boys who are going to go into the first round titled The Zombie Apocalypse. It's exactly what you think it is. One boy from each team is going to step up to the plate, and the first one who would die is eliminated, and the other 2 move on to the second round. The second round is titled Cake Boss, and it is going to take our 12 boys down to 6. This is going to happen by putting the boys into teams, preferably with people on their same team, and they will verse a different team. Can they make a cake? Does it taste good? Does it look good? So many questions. The 6 winners will then move on to the speed dating round. That then leaves 3 boys to go into the final round, and that is who I would give my rose to. I am incredibly excited to get started with this, so let's just get it going. first three boys to enter the zombie apocalypse are going to be Gray from Team Tall, the Darkling from Team Dark, and Zoro from Team Handsome. Okay, so Gray, Darkling, and Zoro. Listen, they all are really great fighters, and I think they all would put up a wonderful fight. In fact, if they all teamed up, I really do think that they could win the entire zombie apocalypse. Like, they could be the last people standing. However, there has to be someone who dies. And if I'm being completely honest, I think it's going to be Gray. Darkling and Zoro both have inhuman powers, whereas Gray is just a soldier, and though he might be the general, he's still just a human. I'm sorry, Gray, but the Darkling and Zoro win this round. Next three boys stepping up to the plate are Adrian from Team Tall, Luka from Team Dark, and Thorne from Team Handsome. Luka and Thorne are very similar. They even look similar, which is kind of throwing me off. Luka's really good at riding a motorcycle, but I'm not sure what else he's really good at. And that I don't mean in a mean way, I'm just being completely honest. Whereas Thorne is actually a fighter. He's also incredibly smart and I think would be able to get away with a lot. So I think Luka is dying this round. Also, it's not the lighting, I really am turning red. I'm doing a detox and it makes me blush profusely. So don't mind that, okay? Next three boys entering this gruesome battle. Bilbo Baggins from Team Tall. Oh dear, I just realized he is incredibly short and he's on Team Tall. That's pretty funny. Nikolai from Team Dark and Will from Team Handsome. Okay, let's put this into perspective. Nikolai's a pirate. Will is a shadow hunter. And then we have Bilbo Baggins. I feel like he's a little outed a little bit. He does have the ring though. And if he slipped that bad boy on, he would survive, right? That being said, Will 100% would win. I don't think he'd die because of his Shadowhunter abilities, and he is trained to kill demons. He can handle a few zombies. Nikolai, though, can be very rash, and he makes very fast decisions and doesn't necessarily think about them. And honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't think Nikolai would win. I'm not just saying that because I have a soft spot for Bilbo Baggins, okay? I'm saying it because he legitimately could hide with the ring on and be invisible and survive. And he could find food, he could find shelter. He's a hobbit, okay? Next up, we have Jem Carstairs from Team Tall, Draco Malfoy from Team Dark, and Kaz Brekker from Team Handsome. This is so sad, but I think it's gonna have to be Jem. Because even though he's a shadow hunter, he is very weak. At least in the Infernal devices. I don't think compared to Draco Malfoy and Kaz, he would really put up much of a fight. Next up, we have Ron Weasley from Team Tall, Prince Cardan from Team Dark, and Kili from Team Handsome. This one, I honestly think Kili would die first. It's either Kili or Ron that dies first, but because of Ron's wizardry, I think that puts him at more of an advantage than Kili. And then for the last round, we have Prince Caspian from Team Tall, Heathcliff from Team Dark, and Hunt from Team Handsome. You already know Heathcliff is. Heathcliff is just a human. He's just a human. He's a really passionate human. Caspian can fight, and Hunt can fight. So I'm sorry, Heathcliff. It's just not happening. Dun 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 dun. We had to be a little creative with the teams here because we do not have a lot of Team Dark left. First round of Cake Boss, we will be having Will and Thorne from Team Handsome versus the Darkling and Draco. I know what you're thinking. Miranda, the Darkling, and Draco Malfoy would never work good together. And you are 100% correct. The cake wouldn't even be a cake, would it? And if it is a cake, it would be poisoned. Whereas Will and Thorne would put their heart and soul into that cake. They would make it so beautiful. They would make it taste divine. They would win. For the second round of Cake Boss, we have Caspian and Adrian representing Team Tall, and Zoro and Kaz representing Team Handsome. There is a great contrast here. Zoro and Kaz would not work together. Zoro is lost. Period. Caspian and Adrian, though the cake might not be pretty, I don't think it would be a very good looking cake. I know that they would try and they would work together. They have very great teamwork abilities that are very much lacking with Zoro and Kaz. Caspian and Adrian would win this one. Right, and the last round of Cake Boss we have representing Team Tall, Bilbo Baggins and Ron Weasley. And then we have a mix of Team Dark and Team Handsome because we have Prince Cardan and Hunt. I know Hunt is he's a good cook, you know what I mean? Like, he could make that cake tasty, but so could Bilbo. I mean, come on, man has an entire pantry of food all of the time. He knows the ways. Ron doesn't. Ron would be terrible. In fact, I think if Ron just let Bilbo do everything, that cake would win the entire competition. But if Ron was forced to be a part of it, it just would kind of end up in disaster, I think. Then again, we also have Cardan working with Hunt, which I don't know how that combination would go exactly. But overall, I really do think that Ron and Bilbo have a very good chance. So I think I have to. All right, now time for the speed dating round. This is going to be interesting now because technically it will be every man for himself, because we do have 4 people representing Team Tall and 2 from Team Handsome. So unfortunately that does mean, because there's no Team Dark left, that 2 of Team Tall are going to have to go against each other. So let's do that right now, shall we? We have Ron Weasley versus Adrian Everhart. Every single book boyfriend wars, Ron gets eliminated. And you know what? It's gonna happen again. If I was in speed dating with them, Adrian would put up a very good first impression, whereas Ron Weasley just isn't, that's not his thing. Next up, we have Bilbo Baggins from Team Tall and Thorne from Team Handsome. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Thorne would be very good at speed dating because he is so egotistical. Like, he is so into himself. Whereas Bilbo is very humble, right? And he's very welcoming. And I feel like if I was to sit down and talk to Bilbo, I would have such a fun time, and I think I would laugh a lot, I would smile a lot. Whereas I might laugh a lot with Thorne, but I would just leave that date feeling like, I don't know, he just talked about himself the whole time. Last ones up are Prince Caspian from Team Tall and William Herondale from Team Handsome. Now, honestly, this is probably the hardest decision I've had to make so far, because I love both of these boys so much and they have my entire heart. Prince Caspian is just so determined and courageous, but so is Will. And Will is a romantic also, which I think Caspian could be. He could be, but Will reads books. But Prince Caspian is the captain of a ship. So honestly, I would be happy with either of them. I would want a second date with both of them, but I have to pick someone. Do I? I think I'm gonna have to go with Will. I love Will so much. All right, and now it's time for me to give my rose to someone. I don't actually have a rose. That would be nice if I did. I'll give them this cute Valentine's lollipop instead. I think that works. I would want this. I am a little surprised with the boys that we have left over. Bilbo Baggins, I didn't even think he would make it past the zombie apocalypse round, I'm gonna be honest. And yet he's here, and I'm really proud of him for it. He is fully himself all of the time. He's unashamed of that, and he shows up. And then we have Adrian Everhart, who is actually a previous Book Boyfriend Wars winner, so that's kind of funny. And then we have William Herondale, my favorite Herondale of all the Herondales. I honestly think he probably could have been on Team Dark, not because he's necessarily a villain, but because he will literally do anything for you. He will do anything to keep the person he loves alive and safe. I'm actually very surprised that Will has never ended up in the finale of previous Book Boyfriend Wars, but he's here now, and he is the winner. Here you go, William, Herondale. I love you. This has been so fun. Let me know if you like this layout more or if you like the original way that I did Book Boyfriend Wars better. Comment down below any of your thoughts, feelings, any of your opinions. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you so much. Please be safe, make good choices, and happy Valentine's Day. Bye.